Holy shit, a rare Rachel applause. I'm opening the water bottle. Right, sister, the big I can't open my water bottle. Oh my god. I'm really buff, guys. I can't open a water bottle. Delicious water. That's totally not vodka. It is 100% not vodka. I don't drink. Jura, congratulations on the first. Jura was in chat before. Let's not pretend, Jura. Let's not pretend, Jura. You were in here at 20 minutes to the hour. That's dedication. I applaud that. You'll get a second one. Wait for it. The time is still going. You'll get a second one for the dedication. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Who's in chat right now? Jura, welcome to chat. DollyWhiskers, welcome to chat. Fanto, I start at 9 p.m. on a Monday and a Tuesday. We go for only a couple of hours because it's a weeknight. It's a school night. I've got to go to work. I've got to give my beauty sleep because it takes a fucking lot of sleep to look this good. Let's be honest. Rachel, obviously. Shadow, welcome to chat. I hope you're doing well, dear endless Shadow. Thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached New Hampshire chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name General Sal. That is an unfortunate name for a chicken. Juro, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached La Fletch chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name Scratchy. Scratchy is a good name for a chicken. We can rate that. I rate Scratchy as a name for a chicken. Dear Fanto, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached Cochin chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name Clucky McCluckerson. That name is phoning in a little bit. Have I missed anybody? Jura, Shadow. Fanto, I thought the stream wasn't on because it didn't start at 7. If you ever want to look, on my profile there is a scheduler. You can look at when I go live on certain days. But basically, Fridays, Mondays, and Tuesdays is 9 p.m. UK time. Saturdays and Sundays is basically 7 p.m. if not before. It's Monday, everybody. It's Monday. And you know what? You know what's good about Monday? Literally nothing. Literally nothing is good about Monday. What breed of frog do we have? We have a White's tree frog. I had to think about that for a second. White's tree frog. And they're lovely. Honestly, our White's tree frogs. They are. I was not sold on the frogs. The frogs are Dolly's thing. When Dolly streamed on a semi-regular basis, obviously they are frog themed. They are on hiatus because of various reasons right now, but they are frog themed. And they turned to me whilst we were streaming one day and were like, "I want to get some frogs." And I was like, "Yeah, we can get some frogs." And they held me to it. So like 6 months later, we got some frogs. 3 White's tree frogs. We lost one of them sadly, but we've got 2 White's tree frogs. New dumpling and soup. The one that passed away was noodle, but they're good. I was on the fence. I was on the fence about them, but they have a surprisingly large amount of personality. If you want a pet that will, it's a strange level of affection. It's a strange level of affection because they clearly know we're here. Like, they observe us. We'll go in and they'll be watching us, and they croak sometimes, and then you get to watch their little interactions. And I was not expecting to like observing them as much as we do. You get that? I'd like to have a frog one day. I can't read. My dogs are strong fuckers. I can't read. Wait, what's happening? I'm not sure what you're reading. I'd like to have a frog one day. You can. I will say, the professional that we went to was like, "Oh yeah, get white street frogs. They're great." Oh, I saw frog and read it as dog. No, it is 100% frogs. We do not have dogs. I would love a Labrador, Fanto, but we can't have dogs in Dolly's situation at the moment. We're talking about frogs. We've got 2 White's tree frogs called Dumpling and Soup. The breed was recommended to us as a easy breed for first time frog owners, Basically, do your own internet research if you ever go out and buy a frog, because they were recommended to us, but actually it turns out they have the constitution of wet tissue paper. It's okay, Fanta, your brain won't be fully formed until... Don't be me. Don't do that, Shadow. Everybody no, it is a fact, but everybody has brain farts sometimes. I think I would have I like to think I have a well-formed brain. It's a science fact. It is. It is. I agree. But words be hard sometimes. Word be hard.
Please, no. Please don't. No. Help.
I'm going to play some Control tonight. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people in possession of souls, we are back in Control. And you know what? I smell Alan Wake. I put it in the title. I smell Alan Wake. There is literally a quest in my quest log called The Dark Place. Alan Wake was the whole reason that we started playing this game again. I enjoyed Alan Wake 2 so much. I backpedaled and went back to Control because I tried to play this game on stream previously and failed. I've had such a good time with it coming off the back of Alan Wake 2, so I'm so hyped to get into the actual Alan Wake content. Night Sprite, welcome in. How you going? Hope you're doing well. Let's do a shout out because I like shout outs. Everybody go follow Night Sprite. They take a lot of community recommendations into like community request games, but it's a lot of I am surprised how much I like watching Night Sprite. It's not about them as a person, it's about the retro games that they play. I don't think they would ever be my thing personally to play, but it's very enjoyable to watch. How do you manage to swap between games in your stream schedule? That hurt my brain. Undiagnosed autism and ADHD. Or I have this button. This one works too. It's good. But when I started streaming Fanto, I had a lot more games. Like I had a absolutely shit ton of games on my schedule on any given time, and I would want to play them on set days. And now I'm a lot more flexible. I got the over-obsessive side where I can't get something unless I finish the other set. Yeah, no, I never finish anything. Since streaming, I've finished significantly more games than I've ever finished before. It's because, like, it's not that the audience holds me accountable, but it's nice to put everything into a schedule and sort of like go, okay, on Monday I'm going to play this game for X amount of time. And then I can quantify it backwards because then I can look online and go, okay, that game is 60 hours long. So theoretically, if I'm giving it 4 hours a week, I will be done in X. Yes, I am actively admitting to myself that I do maths when considering which games I'm going to play. Let's not talk about that. What happened last time we played Control? What do you play in your free time if you do? I play Final Fantasy XIV currently, which is the MMO. I play service games, if that makes sense. I play a lot of stuff that is designed to be picked up and put down. I like a competitive shooter. I'm playing Destiny 2 on and off at the moment. I remember being really jealous of not being able to play modded Minecraft after watching you and Dolly play together. We have a Minecraft server, but I've been thinking about it the last couple of days. I don't play it as much as I should. It's currently, in my mind, like a nice place to hop into every once in a while and socialize with some of the very early, people that I made friends with through Twitch. My PC cannot run all the mods. Saving for a but one. Do it. Change your life. I got a new PC and it's very pretty. Are we actually going to play the game? What did I do last time? I might actually have to... This game is getting a little bit... I feel like last week's stream was a little bit like of an interconnected journey. It was like... There was a lot of travel, I think. Let me remind myself what we did last time. Where's my VOD? We rescued Dylan Faden from the Panopticon. We embarked on a perilous journey to locate the slide projector. I went to the containment department. Yes, I remember now. I've checked. We went to the containment department and the game's a dick because it did a double bluff. We spent the entire stream last time trying to figure out where to go, and then we had to loop back round because the thing that we were there for wasn't in the place that it told us to in the first place. So now we're going to exactly where it is. There was the little model town. Yes, there was the little model town of the town of Ordinary, which is where the slide projector was from, and they had modeled out the town, and we were going there because that explores the history of Dylan and Jesse. We got to the model town, we got through the model town, we killed a boss, and it was basically like, the slide projector's no longer here. I played I am totally, the mini town, the mini town. I played Minecraft Education with my students at the end of this school year. How did that go with them? Did they enjoy it? Yeah, how did that go? Where are we? Did I miss? I feel like I missed chat. Look, I tried. Oh, sorry, Shadow. I missed your message. Look, I tried to play Alan Wake 2 all the way through. I literally shit my pants quarter of the way through. Like, it's far more scary than the original Alan Wake. I wasn't that. There were a bit. It was jump scary, but it wasn't that sort of scary for me. Like, that fucking maze you have to run through is insanely terrifying. You went through a turnstile. You dodged a giant fuzzy ball. I play all the mods. I can't remember which modded Minecraft we played when we played modded. Our SMP server is vanilla. It's got a very we are lucky to have a bunch of very talented vanilla players on it. If you'd like to go drop them a follow, other potential content creators that you might be interested in, follow that link that I've just posted in chat. But let's not hang out because I was a little late, and I probably should get going because I've still got the hat on from last stream. I should get going before I run out of time because today's streams are shorter than usual. If you have achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. My community celebrates achievements, big or small. It can be literally anything. It can be doing your meal prep for the week, so maybe you don't have to cook for the next couple of days. DollyWhiskers did that for us today. I have a delicious curry in my future tomorrow evening when I get in from work. Alternatively, a small achievement could be walking up the stairs at work and successfully biting your tongue so hard that you take part of it off. My tongue hurts. So if you think I'm speaking a little bit like this today, it is because I bit my tongue really hard at work, and now literally I can feel it every time I'm speaking. Surprisingly well, I had to be very strict about it. When they understood that their creations would be okay, it went really well. That sounds like it would be fun. I got out of school early enough to have snow days, but too late to have stuff like Minecraft Education Edition at the very end. Of the time in primary school, they bought a whole bunch of VR headsets. I can't imagine doing VR with kids. Dota. It's one of my favorites. I just, on that subject about getting the VR headsets, but as you finish school, I did media studies and creative writing at university. We've talked about it before. Media studies was my major because it was the subject I wrote my dissertation in. The year that I did my dissertation, we got a new media studies sort of like head lecturer. They were the guy that I reported to when I was writing my dissertation. They had like 11 students or so responding to them, and he was like in charge of sort of like guiding me through my dissertation. Absolutely lovely man. I wrote to him for years after I finished. But I go into his office one day, and I have never seen I've never seen that many Xboxes in one place. Imagine like, I'm trying to quantify it. It must have been like 150. No, it could probably, that might be over exaggerating it. At least 40 Xboxes, like out of the box on the shelves behind him as I enter his office. And I go, why have you got so many Xboxes? What's going on there? The year I left university, I couldn't go back and do the module. The year I left university, they added a video game segment to my course, for which the university had bought 1 billion Xboxes, well, 40, and other various consoles. So when they were in lectures and the tutor was talking about certain games, they could have save games to go up to certain points of the game so you could talk about it. How fucking cool is that? I missed it by 1 year. I could have had a subject where I studied video games, but instead I did script writing and just poetry, which is boring as shit. I don't judge you if you like poetry, but I hate it. I actively hate poetry. If you've ever had to write poetry as somebody that doesn't like poetry, some poetry isn't boring. The difficulty is some poetry isn't boring. Now, let me roll that back a little bit. Some poetry isn't boring, but I don't like writing poetry. So the fact that I had to write poetry for my course was a nightmare. It put me off poetry forever. I never want to try and write poetry myself again. I can look at certain poems and go, wow, I can appreciate that. That's quite nice. This limerick hating, I like limericks. I know my dad is a filthy bastard and taught me a lot of dirty limericks when I was a young man. I'm trying to think of a single one now. Can I think of one? There was a can we just get one dirty limerick out of the way and then I'll move on, because I feel like I need to say one now. I've never been subjected to writing it. They got out the limerick book when I was there. Yep, that's my parents for you. I'm gonna there was once a man from Nantucket whose dick was so long he could, etc. Yeah, we know that one. I'm gonna drop one rude limerick and then we're gonna actually play the game. Okay? I'm building this up. It's not going to be good. There once was a policeman from East Clapham Junction whose penis did never quite function. For most of his life, he misled his poor wife with a piece of snot on the end of his truncheon. That's it. I'm done. We're moving on. Yeah, let's actually play a video game. It's bad I knew it from the first light. Yeah. Yeah. A dark place. Investigate the sector elevator.
Good luck out there.
Darkness engulfed the elevator.
There he is, Alan Wake!
There was something there, reaching for her, trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A hunger in the dark.
That is the baby Alan Wake.
Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh?
Because this is Alan Wake between games 1 and 2, so the actor's gonna look like 50 years younger because it took so long for them to do the sequel. Investigation sector. I'm so hyped. Is Alan Wake in her mind? Yeah. They were made the director when appearing in the building, and it basically gave them sort of like they see things in their head. Well, that's awkward. Okay. It's a fucked up elevator. The door opens slightly and then doesn't open all the way. Hello?
Anyone here? Guess not.
I don't like it's gonna be dark and there's gonna be zombies and shit. Oh, before we go too far, I wanna get rid of everything that I've picked up, because what I do want to do is read basically all of the supplementary materials for the DLC, because that was obviously why we were here. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Of all those, because if I pick up anything, I need to know exactly what it is. I've talked about why I'm not reading these for the rest of the game. There is a tendency for me to get absolutely bogged down with all of the supplementary information that's in this game. So I haven't been making a point of reading this content on Twitch. So if you want to experience all of this written word, Play the game to your heart's content, but I tried it when I tried it when I played the game originally,
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau.
and I tried to play it. I tried to read all of it when I played the game originally on stream, and I just couldn't. It hurt my brain. Okay, we've immediately picked up a collectible. Correspondence. Casey inquiry. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted, but I'm writing to let you know that we received the request from It's Casey! Casey is the police detective that was in Alan Wake 2. Special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in the hard. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent. Yeah, it's so good. To be fair, I'm pretty sure like 85% of the readables that are that, let alone important. There's so much supplementary information in this game. Thank you, Sky, for just affirming that. That's because Alex Casey is in the name of the fictional detective. Oh, I can't read. That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime novels Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Excellent world building, but not necessary. I've enjoyed this game regardless. There's just so much. We've been here for 5 seconds. That's 3 within like 10 feet of each other. This is what I'm talking about. Missing agents. Here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Ezra, do we know any of those names? No. Letters of condolences will be delivered to sign.
Including the bow tie.
Yeah, it's cool. Bow ties are cool.
This from the man in the bow tie?
Bow ties are cool. Bow ties are cool.
Here's one. Bow tie.
Get rid. Bow ties are cool. You're gonna have to Why are there so many? Tractor supplement? Supplementary materials. Miscommunication led a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. That's about somebody getting dismembered by a tractor. Also extremely dark resignation letter. Whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation to the head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on Our, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming parts of the investigation sector lost to the loose inside. Well, there's something clearly here. That's concerning, right?
It's not working. Probably a loose power core somewhere.
Loose power core. Okay. Fire break is in that way, which is where it implied heavily that there was a monster. Going upstairs and there's more materials. Cauldron Lake update. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again. 3rd time this year. Something certainly has it out for Our. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going? After the monitoring station doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a Bureau Tech going to the site next week to look. Fanto, I am a massive fan of all Soulsborne games and Souls-like games and all of those things. The interesting, and it only suits certain people, the interesting thing about the story in those games is it's mostly told by item descriptions. So you can get a really built out explanation of how the world works if you basically pick up everything and read the item description for it. I feel like I was led to believe the disco was rare. I've seen it multiple times. It is a 1 in 6. It's not that rare. It's pretty rare, but it's 1 in 6. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff of the Lake House Research Center. We know about the Lake House. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition. Oh, there's stuff. 1 in 6 when what happens? The disco. Only happens when you wish upon a star, and I am a star. More Underhill background. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau of Parabotanists stationed in the research section of the oldest house. Is there no trigger? No, there's no trigger. It's a manual. Sorry, it's automatic now. I used to press a button for it, and then I made it completely random, so I literally can't control when it happens. Dr. Underhill has to know... Dr. Underhill has known... Blah, 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 that's nothing. Some of these are going to be boring and not related to Alan Wake, so I'm going to skim and then go blah, 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 and we'll just get rid of it. Per authorization from Dr. Kirkland was launched into that of Director Zachariah Trench. No. It didn't block the stream, I just wanted it to be completely random and outside of my control. There was no balking involved. I was just like, actually, I'm just going to make this completely, because it leads to more. If I have to press the button, I can sort of hold back, but I don't want to hold back. I want the disco to go off randomly in the middle of nowhere, and then mathematically it seems like it should happen very frequently. Is it limited to once per stream? No, it can happen multiple times per stream, theoretically. But the other redeems that it does are text-based. There's not like it's not like you are missing 5 other animations. It's one animation, which is the disco, and 5 other text-based things that play automatically through the chat. It also happens more often the more people are speaking in chat. Evil Sealit, welcome. Evil Sealit, welcome to chat. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. I've got a bad tongue today, and you're making me say myalgic encephalomyelitis. How could you? I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are the head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. There's a monster in investigations. Are better trained and better equipped. In fact, they are admirably taking on a certain AWE monitoring responsibility your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. I don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench. Espresso is an amazing name. Dear Sky Alakar, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens Monthly. Please consider the attached Cochin chicken. That is the second Cochin chicken today. They are named Espresso. 70 chickens, complimentary chickens remaining. I will hold my hands up and say there are 100% duplicates on that list at this point. It has a 16% chance to happen randomly. It has a 16% chance of happening. There are 6 potential outcomes. The disco is one of them. I think it's 6 anyway. It could be more, it could be less. I can't remember. That one is quickly becoming one of my favorites, and I have no idea why. I quite like the... I feel like I've absolutely nailed the audio on the I'm going to piss myself screen. Okay, this is great, but what are the chances to have any of the things to happen? The engine starting is actually very stimmy. It satisfies me. I don't know why. What are the chances to have any of the things to happen? The more people speak, the more chances there is... I need to just move this. This is just in the way. Here I am trying to scramble over furniture. The more people speak... Makes me think about we're about to see an important news broadcast. Volcom Ryan, welcome to chat. Off the top of my head, and I'm not saying that this is specifically the way it works, for every 5 text responses in chat within a period of 5 minutes, there is a chance. So for every time somebody every individual person that speaks in chat, so that's what, if Endless Shadow is the example, Ryan, that's what they just said. If 4 other separate people speak within a certain time period, there is a chance of the randomizer triggering, which then in theory is a 1 in 6 chance of triggering the disco. This is very brain heavy. Maybe if you're having to think about math to the point I have just like statistics, so I get it, but we've had the talk about maths in the last 24 hours. I don't like maths, everybody. It makes my brain hurt. The fact that I have something in this stream that involves maths is beyond me. Oh, come on, give me actual Alan Wake text content. I never realized the disco was so mathy. See, you didn't complain. Complaining is the wrong word, but you asked about why certain of the card redeems went away. Like, you remember the coin flip that I had for a little while? That was mathy as well.
Now that gate should open.
Maths runs the world, it seems, 100%. Even me, even I have to do math sometimes. Staffing issue. Vulcan Ryan, how you doing today, though? Hope you're doing well. So yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly what that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, oh, it's just business paperwork. So you have to be mathy to be on Twitch. It's not a reliance, and using that logic, why am I on Twitch if maths is a requirement? It's not a requirement, it just helps sometimes. I thought about doing behind the scenes. I was trying to do that on my stream streak. I've been thinking about doing behind the scenes streams of some of the weird shit that I build, but it happens so randomly. It's very rare that I sit down and go, this is what I want to make stream do now. It seems very complex. It's very accessible when you know what...
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
It's very... Thank you. Evil Seedlit for the first time Seedlit has ever blocked anybody. They were quicker than me. GG. Streaming is extremely accessible. It's, what's the word? Easy to learn, hard to master. And I'm not saying I've mastered it either. I didn't even get to see the message. It was just somebody advertising free shit that you don't want to know about. This group of individual... I just want to know about Alan Wake. Game, please give me information about Alan Wake. Stop giving me weird shit.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Yeah! Fucking Alan Wake in a game that isn't Alan Wake.
Who are you? Who are you?
Screen
Do I
tearing
know
is
you?
real.
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver, you look different.
That was just a role, a character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Yippish.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
There's so much to decant from that. So...
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
So, this game is obviously set between Alan Wake 1 and 2.
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
We're playing this game out of order. So, in the first game, Thomas Zane was a poet that was just sort of like helping Alan Wake along throughout the story. And it was revealed in Alan Wake 2 that they looked identical. But it was also turned out that the poet aspect of Thomas Zane was fictional and he was actually a filmmaker. All resolved in Alan Wake 2. I mean, considering there is an Alan Wake flag in this stream title, I don't think I need to... Fairly obvious there were going to be spoilers with this. Interestingly, first things to note, throughout Alan Wake 2, there was the writing room where Alan Wake was doing all of his evil writings. There was a spiral on the door. This hotel has been described as a portal to various different places. It's very interesting that there is a portal literally to Alan Wake's writing room, it seems. I'll open the door. I kind of wanted this to be Bright Falls themed. Yeah, we've got a creepy echo. Well, that's terrifying. Let's go. What is the significance of turning off the... What's the significance of turning off the radio and the TV? Are we just turning off all the electronics in the house, in the room? Oh, this is a fun level. Ignore that. That's not relevant. Is it just a case of turning off the electronics? Aha! There's the key. The key broke the light. 100% normal.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
So in the first game, there was he was a psychologist of sorts that affected. He realized what was going on with Alan Wake, kidnapped him, and tried to trick him into doing various things. Throughout that story, he turned into a bit of a creature, and it turns out in this game, I guess he's still here as a monster. We get to see a character we recognize, or I recognize. It kind of relies on the fact that people have played Alan Wake. But just know I'm excited. Oh. Alan Wake is Alan Waking. That is a good way to describe it. Well, I was in the middle of a patient visit today, so that's just cheating. Oh, I'm going down there. Oh, we have to go. Oh, yeah, we blatantly have to go to the yellow. Oh, God. Oh, we're falling. I'm falling. Yellow, when you're climbing up things in the Alan Wake game, implies direction, so I'm assuming this is just a fun nod to that. Kara, thank you for the contribution. Hope you're doing well. Dear Kara, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached Javanese chicken. Do it. Consider the attached Javanese chicken. The answer to the name foul play. Well, they died to the door. 69, nice. Giant American cheese slices. Do you want to eat these? They look delicious. That's just a tarpaulin. You want to eat a tarpaulin. Why is everything
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
creepy, damp, and abandoned? That's how I describe myself. Not that I've ever been abandoned, but it was funnier in my head. Shut up. Phoenix, thank you for renewing your subscription to Big Booty Chickens monthly. Please consider the attached Malay chicken as a complimentary gift. They respond to the name Foghorn Leghorn. Oh my god, that chicken is so tall. Legs for days. I'm assuming Foghorn Leghorn. Malay chicken. No, Foghorn. There's a Looney Tunes character called Foghorn Leghorn. Foghorn Leghorn is a popular Looney Tunes character. Are we gonna talk about the trippy furniture moving into each other? Like the height of a small child? Why are the walls bleeding? What is going on with these stools?
That doesn't look like a house shift.
No, that looks...
Do I even want to know?
This is making me feel very uncomfortable. Hope no one has vertigo. Yeah, vertigo is a good way of describing that. While I was offline, I finished leveling up the throw ability. So now I have this ability called multi-launch. The throwing ability that I've got was broken. I can now stack it 3 times on top of each other. So it's honestly the only thing I've had to spec into in this game to win. Filing and processing. See? 3 at a time, baby.
course, the hiss are already in here.
Of course. Why would they not be? What is it with the moving of the furniture in this one? Is there stuff in there? There's a box. How do I get in there? Play through the entire game and then all of a sudden there's bulletproof filing cabinet. Hartman arrest. Emil Hartman, this is the doctor that we were talking about. Victim names, Alan Wake, and Tor Anderson, and Odin Anderson. Those were the Viking brothers. Rudolph Lane, Wendy Dessel, Thomas Efferson. Kidnapping of altered individuals. Sanctions against altered organizations. Obstruction of Bureau investigation. Breaching of Ash Act, 6 counts. Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared of the Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Binary or civil. Yeah, these are this is filling you in on. So Emil Hartman was the doctor who kidnapped people, and the fact it's very interesting that they talk about his property being seized, because I'm wondering if that's what the lake house is. I don't know. TLB, thank you for the hydrate. How's it going? TLB, we're getting hyped over Alan Wake references. I freaking love Alan Wake, TLB. Love him. He's the best. Sadly, I don't think there's going to be a musical number in this game. No.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Okay, so do I have a map? Holy shit, I do have a map. That is a big area. Where? The house has gotten crazy. Weapon mods are full. Really? Get rid of everything below. That's a big area. That's what they say about thy mother. All I got. I'm only using one gun, so I might as well get rid of everything that isn't the gun that I'm using. And this system has treated me well up until this point. Think. Yeah, but he's winning. Just saying. 47 score. I don't know what the high score for that game is anymore. I haven't checked in a while. Everybody's out here trying to get first all the time, but they're forgetting egg toss. My feet gosp at night and now I have to wear shoes in bed. Well, there's the tweet for after stream. That's the tweet for after stream.
This darkness is blocking the door, so now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows. Light burns it away, huh?
Can one of the mods do egg toss 10 like TLB just tried to do? Please. Give me a T. Give me an egg toss 10. Or am I gonna? I'll do it. Oh my goodness. One sec. Egg. There it is. Who's? Oh no. Fucking Sky and Dolly. Rachel is pretty up there though with the egg tossing. Gibby is pretty good. I'm surprised that Rachel's so high. Shadow's getting started.
Achoo!
See, I'm very clever. I give you all of these ways to get these extra channel points and then build all of these ways that you can get addicted and spend them all. Some might say I did it intentionally. And the cat's back. Hello. I didn't know there was an actual scoring sheet. I thought it was just a funny gag. No, it's 100%. It's 100% like a points-based thing. Oh God. Well, those two things can happen simultaneously, which I hadn't considered. Attacks happen so rarely that just made me shit myself. Did I press the button? I pressed the button. Visitation numero uno. We have 6 treats. 6 entire treats. Come over here. Ready for this? Give me that. Don't take the paw. Don't take the paw away. Why are you taking the paw away? Give me the paw. That's better. Don't take the paw. I'm not interested in this if he takes the paw away from me. Look. Yeah, that's better. You got to hold hands with me, otherwise this isn't as enjoyable. Orange. Oh, mais oui, orange. Je m'appelle Claude. Je donne l'orange. Oh, it's a bribe. My paw and I'll do what I want, father. No. One of the best, kitty. He's a good egg. When he's not shitting on himself. Yeah, let's not start telling that story again. Down there. The big camera will be up for as long as he's on the desk. You looking at yourself? Yeah, Shadow doesn't like it when I talk about the cat pooping on himself. Oh, that's very poisonous. You off? You gone already? Let me this. Can you get down? You're just gonna stand there and look at something. What are you looking at? I had the worst gag for reflex when it comes to bodily fluids. This wasn't. It was a solid. It wasn't fluid. This is a lovely conversation. There was no fluid involved. Get down. Go. It's where cats see ghosts or something with how they just stare into the air. Those are called greebles. That is an actual, like, accepted term. Greebles. Cats see greebles. I just heard the doctor going, baby, 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 and then there was an evil voice that said, keep your eyes peeled. Surge fires, adhesive ammunitions. Yeah, that's not that exciting. Construct charge, upgrade spin. I've not bought any new weapons. There are so many new ones that I'm just not bothered by. We continue. It's a scientific fact that they are interdimensional beings. When you can't find your cat is in another dimension. Now they just like to get to places that you can't go because you got them thick thighs. No lies. Through that lamp. 1 minute till the ad. Hey, Chim. Hey, Dolly. Oh, the cat has never given me fucking pink eye. Why do you find that so funny? No, let's talk about the fact that why does DollyWhiskers find that so funny?
Darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
Oh great, something's crashing at me out of the darkness. Where's that lamp? I need that lamp. God, that's bright. Because you need to stop sticking your face in a cat's ass. I'll have you know, our cat has a very... I can't finish this sentence. Shut up! Stop being mean to me. I'm here to entertain you and get spooked by ghosts. Or whatever it is, whatever you want to call this. Eagle Limited Summary. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to be the work of a paracriminal group known as. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event, and it remains to be determined whether the AW was spontaneous or the direct result of sabotage. Bureau had been tracking said group for a time. Not Alan Wake related. You had me looking up greebles, and now I went on a rabbit hole about floaters. What's a floater? And do not make this poo related. That would have been a clip for all ages if you finish this sentence. There are better clips of me. Don't be out. There's better clips of me. Everybody go grab yourself a glass of water. Go grab yourself a loved one. No. Go grab yourself a glass of water. Go hug a loved one. Go sniff a beloved family animal. Go eat a snack. That's the wrong button. That's really the wrong button. The next 3 minutes is about self-care. A hug is a kind of grab. A hug is a kind of grab. Go grab a loved one. I mean, you want to go grab a loved one? Where are you going to grab your loved one? Consensually, everybody. Consensually. Consent is important. Don't worry about it. Oh, no, but I do. You grab George all the time. Not in the way that I'm in, he's a loved one. Not in the way that I'm implying that evil, read the room, Evil Seedlet's going to grab something naughty. Too quiet. 1 minute of ads left, everybody. What I meant to do was this. Just one husband, please. A polycule is a relationship. Polyamory, this is a very difficult... It's a group of polyamorous people. Polyamorous... if somebody is polyamorous, they can date multiple people and it's all an agreed thing. But a polycule is multiple people in a relationship. Like, imagine 6 people all being in the same relationship. That's a polycule. Like a social network, yes. Facebook is basically a polycule. Well, you know, they have Fanto, basically that, but they have sex with each other. Holy shit. It's for people who feel like they can't love just one person. I have lots of friends. Yeah, you want to be poly, be poly. But be poly, don't just be somebody that yeah, like, do it properly and respectfully of your partners. Paranatural entity A010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive consisting of 3 known types: localized manifestations, sentient, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, shaded individuals, human bodies by the shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive. This is just describing the evil the oh god, what are they called in Alan Wake? The people that shadowed. Not enough for me though. I get too jealous easily, and I'm already paranoid enough as it is. Like,
my understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete.
Polyamory is not for everybody.
This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry, against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
So that's Hartman at the end of the Alan Wake 1. There's another one of those here. What's this? Aha. It's right that those were airborne gunners. Polyamory is not for everybody. I do not judge anybody that is in a polyamorous relationship, and that if that is your preference, fine. But as a person that struggles with like spent energy, that many people in one relationship, if Dolly ever leaves me, I'm single forever, is all I'm saying. The fact that I'm in a long-term relationship now, if Dolly ever leaves me, I'm done. It's never unhealthy, and maybe jealousy is the wrong word, but I was in a poly relationship once, and I always felt less than the other partner, and it really fucked with my head. I think the importance with that in any relationship is your balance. Like, if you go into a situation like that where everything is not laid out and sort of like everybody is playing with the same deck of cards, it's not practical and is not manageable in any long period of time. Kirkland, so you put me on a desk duty just because it did the thing I was fucking hired to do, my job? Want to know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more, and they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words trying to not leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. This is more information about the destruction of the train tracks. I hear Artie.
Darkness everywhere. New day, same old bloody city, said the old way. Like Darpat. The air in here is getting bad. The vents, they are full of mold shit. It's not good for you. Headache, nausea, mold, depression. How can you tell when you are in?
He's just explaining. Okay, but mood. If Joff left me, I'm just gonna hermit with my cats. I do not want to be going through all that. I'm 36. Like, I intend to be with Dolly for the rest of I intend to be with Dolly for the rest of my life, but let's be honest, relationships do like end sometimes. But if it does, I'm just gonna live in a farm with a bunch of cows. Yeah, I'd assume it'd be hard juggling emotions of a bunch of different people, and if it's done poorly, it can fuck with people's heads. Any relationship requires balance. All relationships require communication. Everybody needs to be playing on the same level, because as soon as there's, unless we're talking, it's sort of like it's a slightly different aesthetic when you're talking about people get from the relationship, the person needs to be getting from the relationship what they need, and if like those sorts of jealousy feelings come into it, that's obviously a bad thing. A black market hub specializing in the occult talismans. Hello, Chim. Hello, Sanguine. How's it going? Let's give Sanguine a shout out.
Chirp, chirp. Sanguine ND just cheered 200 bits.
Sanguine ND. Yeah, any relationship, poly or mono, requires communication and understanding. Simple as that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Any relationship, be it poly or otherwise, because they are poly doesn't mean they are... Because they're poly does not mean that they are playing by some different set of rules. That it is still a relationship. Sanguine, it's just got more people involved. We're talking about polyamory. God, you were playing Smite? How is Smite in 2024? I played Smite when it was brand new. You have 3,000 hours?
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for your attention. Everybody go watch that. Go follow Sanguine. Sanguine is good people, and they have recently redesigned their PNG tuber / VTuber, so go check them out. And see something new and shiny soon. Smite 2 arrives. I played Smite before it was cool. Like, Smite, when I played it, had, I think... That was a long time ago. This was like, before Tribes, because I went from Smite to Tribes. And, this was... I couldn't even put a date on it. I played Smite. Follow the NASA FPC. Give me Alan Wake Claw game. I don't want to know about people going to the frickin' moon. Okay, we're actually done in this place because I was thinking we hadn't explored everywhere. What does that thing? What does this one do? I'll never know because I have no box to plug in. I played a little too much Ra though, my main. Is Ra the is that the one with the like the Kamea? It's basically Goku's mate, like Kamehameha with the sunbeam. Ooh.
I don't feel right.
Get in the light, get in the light, get in the light, get in the
Something in
light.
this darkness is draining me.
Get in the light. Not played it. Yeah. Oh, Sky, do you want to get in on an addiction, Sky? Do you want to play some Smite? I don't intend to play it with you, but do you want to start talking about Smite, Sky, so you can get in on an addiction to Smite? You heard about this really cool game called Smite? Am I being mean? Potentially. There's something on the shelf that I want. Thank you. I'm lost. I'm out of energy. The darkness is draining my shit. There we go. Isn't Smite just like... It's a MOBA. Smite was never my game. If you knew my played on Aloix, you wouldn't joke. Same format, way different gameplay. It's a MOBA. It's a different camera angle and movements, but it's based on gods. I personally never got on with MOBAs in general. There wasn't... Outside of the Pokemon MOBA on Switch, which was just so good. I've never really got on much with MOBA games. Either that or I rage. I think there's a lot of that in the MOBA community. An excursion into the Ocean View Motel and Casino discovered a previously unseen door in the lobby hallway. This door featured a spiral-shaped marking designation door similar to the other doors. It is locked and cannot be forced open. Alice Wake, a person of interest in the Bright Falls AWE, referred to and former wife of missing author Alan Wake, a suspected para-utilitarian, contacted Agent Sharon Dempsey of the investigation section using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with civilian outreach protocols. The call resulted in Mrs. Wake being brought into the oldest house for an in-person interview. For the full transcript, the excursion into the Ocean View Motel occurred later that same day. Conclusion, determining whether this was a basic synchronicity event. If Alan Wake is... So that was about Alan Wake being brought... Alan Wake's wife being brought into the oldest house. There's batteries in here, but no... There's no power source at all. So I'm gonna assume that we're gonna come back here later and I need to get in the lift. See, this is what I'm talking about. I want to read as much about this as possible, but there's just so much. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned the recovery center. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent magic abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping to his own benefit, which was, yeah, that's just, this is, they're really doubling down on discussion of the psychologist. Community has become worse over the years.
Shit. Now what?
I seem to be
What is that?
By hungry darkness.
Come on, LV.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate.
Fuck! Thing even touches me. Don't like the light. What is that?
I can see you. How do I get this off here? Once they're on there, they're locked in. Oh, there's the... Sorry, power cores here. There's an entire wall of power cores that I just wasn't seeing. Okay, so one there. Where's the what? There must be one over there somewhere, which I'm not seeing. Anyway, what is this game? This is Control. This is the predecessor to Alan Wake 2. And I'm not sure you were around in the days that I was playing Alan Wake. Fucking love Alan Wake. Absolutely adore it. And we are doing the Alan Wake DLC, which is the bridge between Alan Wake 1 and Alan Wake 2. Scariness doesn't warrant hate. It's just a big cute boy. It is not a big cute boy. This guy, this guy, two things. This guy either, as a human, kidnapped people to use for his, like, twisted, latent, like, psycho experiments, or has turned into this monster creature and is now trying to kill us. There's no sort of, like, comfortable in-between. He's either evil or he's evil. Yeah, you better run.
Yeah, how do you like that?
I can see again. Yeah, as a human, he kidnapped people. As a monster, he just wants to kill us. So let's not try to humanize the giant evil creature. Yes, he was a product of, like... He's evil.
Arcade machines. Chim. Chim? Whatever.
What is happening? Goal and crowd control is to survive. Survive what? Never mind, I can tell. Dead. Okay. Let's not get stuck on this right now. We're exploring. You are not surviving. I tried. God, am I stuck in here? Oh wait, no, we're back. Okay. Why is it skipped? Why are we switched quests? Oh, it's because we have a billion of them. Eliminate the darkness, eliminate the mold, eliminate the shine lights on the plants. Investigate the dark sector. Oh my god, you're in this game. Yeah, I was in the game, yeah. Yes, that is what I was doing. I was in the game. Okay, so we're in the center, and I guess we just have to head out in one direction. Freaking one direction. I'm gonna go out on a stab and say, keep clear. I'm assuming north isn't the way to go.
What are you doing in investigations?
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Langston.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Eagle Limited AWE. Oh, I looked down there and was like, there must be doors in each direction. From Marrow, AWE. Is this an intercom?
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman?
I did.
Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those, Langston.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the panopticon. This is kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far. Let's go flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
It's just nice to have someone to talk to, you know?
I'll do not...
Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items.
You are pretty crazy,
People
Langston.
just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't
People are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day. No one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true.
We're just gonna
Darling
walk
is
away.
famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming.
We're just walking away. Thank you for the bits. Seriously, you don't have to do that. But I appreciate you for giving me... Thank you for showing me a giant picture of my own ass. My real life ass is that yellow. I should probably see a doctor. Press the button. As, something tonight.
Altered items really
We'll
aren't
see
that frightening
an
once
ass.
you get to know them.
There's a
If
song
you
in there
figure
somewhere.
out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals, scared of
I
our
will
own
have you
shadows.
know I am
We're
not a
supposed
duck.
to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race, and we're all trying to be number one.
Don't be racist.
If it is a race, though, I'd say Darling is a mile ahead of everyone else. He was Trench's golden boy for years, but
We're
that
just gonna have to
relationship
listen to
has
this
gotten
man
pretty
speak.
tense, or so I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I spread rumors, just, you know, people talk. Not me, though. I keep my nose to the grind. Too much work to do to...
I don't want to listen to him anymore. Can we, how do I turn him off?
focus on those kinds of things. I need to stay focused so I can get my work done and get home to feed Alfred.
Dude,
Of course,
shut up.
I'm making home for mealtime, so I have my neighbor check in on Alfred. Married, named Maria. Oh, she came from... She had a couple of... Anyway, she has a key to my car. She gives out. I'm gonna have to buy her a nut.
Don't like him. He just keeps talking, and he's creepy as shit. Where is this? There he is. Whoever is hucking those grenades still... Are you still up there? Yeah, he's still up there. Stand still! I promise there are other screens than that. Sometimes when I add new ones, it seems to get stuck on them for a couple of days. I'll just give this the...
Your soul is mine. Speak.
It's not all about Chimken pissing himself, is all I'm trying to say. A lot of it is these days. There seems to be a lot of hydration going on. Why is that so sinister? Why is it not? Do you not like that it's so sinister? There's a devil in the background going, your soul is mine. Your soul... Seedlit, you're a mod now. Your soul is mine. It's the talking, it's been pitch shifted. I made Evil Seedlet a mod to steal their soul and their husband. Ignore that second bit. Seedlit got hired. Seedlit got hired. One of my other mods has taken some time off due to health reasons, so it was natural to find somebody new, and Seedlit fit the bill. But I hope the other mod, I wish the other mod a speedy recovery. I'm DMing them on the reg. And we'll find out. I'm paid in cool and fun times. If anything, Seedlit, look at it this way. I'm feeding you some absolutely amazing pickup lines for your own husband. Like, if you ever need to like seduce your husband, I've got you sorted. Oh, great, I can hear creepy voices in the ceiling. Well, what is happening? After marriage, seduction isn't a thing anymore. Yes, it is. For God's sake, do not start feeding into that. You have to seduce your wife just as much as you need to seduce your girlfriend or partner or first time, like, thing. Foreplay and seduction are important. Okay, well, I have a torch now. Aha! I'm not entirely sure what that accomplished. I'm assuming this door just wouldn't have worked. Oh boy, do we like save points. You're adding long-term seduction to The Sims, so it must be a real thing. It is. Do not be out here pretending that foreplay isn't a thing. Like, foreplay varies from couple to couple, but seduction is seduction is seduction.
I need a ranger sent to this location stat.
I don't think oh my god, that guy! That was really poorly timed. What the fuck are you even doing here? What? I don't really understand why he's here. Okay, something happened. Spin the hat wheel. GLB. Is that the way I went? Wait, no, is this a different room? That's a different room. It's a different big circular room. Tiny little boy hat, yeah, TLB hat. God damn it. That was a lot of damage from them. Oh, how are we doing for time? We have made legs, but we're almost, you know, there's not much time left. I said to Dolly before the stream, I might finish this DLC tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm beginning to think that the amount of time that this DLC takes, I was lied to. What? Holy shit! There we go. That's not when you get locked into rooms with everything that's explosive, and all of them are higher level than you're used to, and they've all suddenly got guns. What level am I right now? Can I tell? My health is good. I need to level up once more. It's not that I'm underpowered health-wise. That was so perfectly timed. Okay, let's just take our time. Whoa! Got him. Dang, I need to be throwing more forklifts at people. This section is tiring me out. I'm actually having to concentrate. It's not an easy game for babies. It's an evil game. It's a hard game for monsters that want to suck on my brains. Joke's on them. I have very few of those. What does that say? Network disconnected. That's quite clever considering the PC's not plugged into anything. Yeah, we're going up there. I'm happy to report, everybody, chat has found the egg toss game. Okay. Not this. Give me the torch.
All right, Ati. Was this what you had in mind?
Oh, I've accidentally found one of Artie's side quests. That's exciting. I can carry 2 torches simultaneously. And a rock. I've killed all the darkness in the utility corridors. Now I can't see shit. Double fire bonk loadout, nice. Basically, good health, reasonable energy, huck things has been my mentality for this entire game. And it is working real well. Brain missing. To the good for nothings at the security check, I know you took a part of my brain when you put me through that metal detector. I'm not stupid. I know what they're really for. What I don't know is whether taking a part of my brain causes me to lose my memories or to lose sleep. I've been told if you lose sleep, you lose everything else too. That's where you trick us regular people. Now I don't know which it is, and I can't remember what you did to me. But I can tell you all this much. I don't find this funny at all. I want my memories back, and you can be sure the next time I visit the Baltimore, Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, I will come and find you and make you fix what you broke. Sincerely, I don't think I'll be signing this with my real name. Like I said, I'm not stupid. You just mind your own business. Sounds like some of the emails that I send to people at work. I mean, he like, constructively, he started with a theme, he stuck to the theme, he stuck the landing, and then he put his tinfoil hat on and wouldn't reveal his name. I don't like how big and dark that room is. And I really don't like that I just hucked my only source of light. Where did I leave that other torch? There it is. It'd be really good if you could place stuff down in this game, but they don't seem to have just... Nobody's ever told them that people just place things on the ground gently.
Shit.
I broke my... Oh, God. I wasn't done up here. I guess we're going that way next. Towards the tiny plant people. But in the meantime, there's a large empty room with my name on it, and I'm not looking forward to it. Who wants to get killed in a big dark room? I do. Can I get... That's a lot deeper than I thought it was. Oh no. We got stuff, it's multiplying. And I'm losing control for the power you're supplying. Dark in here. Better shape up. Come on. Because I need some light. And my heart is set on you. Can I use a button whilst holding these? Okay, we're back in the main room. Doesn't work like that, but nice try. Sanguine, you and I had a conversation one day that disco would now be entirely random and I will never press the button manually again. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Sanguine? In fact, you were one of the reasons that I made it completely random. I miss the old days. As it turns out, Sanguine doesn't actually know what they want or when they want it. Don't say I never give you nothing. There, I did it. I'm like a rebel without a cause, but 100% with a cause. There are a lot of power sources down there. And those are retrievable for some reason.
Christ. Did the apartment thing do all this? Utility corridor is that way. That's poisonous. The robust director shoves the nerd-like scientist aside and heads for the portal control panel. He slams on the on button with a determined fist. All the more reason. The entire screen is filled with dangerous red, then it fades away and we see that two men are in another dimension. The air ripples around them as if they were a 1983 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am sitting in the Texas sun after a 5-day road trip. Fuck's sake. INT unknown dimension night scientist, what have you done? You've doomed us, director. Control yourself, doctor. Where's this beast of yours? Scientist, right there, sir. A horrible shapeless entity fills the horizon. It can't be described. It can't be described. That's how horrible it is. What a thing of beauty you've been keeping from me. I think that is 100%. Get off the... Fuck. Can I get to that box in time? Like, can I get to that box in time, though? Oh god, where is this? Oh, seriously? Don't spawn anything, don't spawn anything, don't spawn... Okay, fine. If that was a reset to kill all of these mobs in this room again, that was gonna suck. Come with me, Light Source, if you want to live. There's a box. Get up. Yeah, done. I got the item, but I died. It was worth... I lost about 12,000 points. It counts. Okay. Let's do the run a second time. You know what to do, chat. Prediction ahoy. Red or black? We must be getting to the bottom of the deck of cards. There can't be that many cards left. It is odd that you were able to redeem that twice so close to each other. I didn't think you were able to do that, but fair enough. Prediction. I need to flip a card first. Card pull is King of Hearts, last card. Red, one person has won 15k. Boom. And then we go immediately into a second one. Last card pull, everybody. And then let's find out if I fix the game to work. Because I looked at the coding behind what I'd done. The deck should just automatically reset. Did Evil Seedlit win? Did Evil Seedlit win? Oh, I've already lost it. Did Evil Seedlit just win 15k? Good job, Seedlit. That's why I made Seedlit a mod, because they're dummy lucky. It's like dummy thick, but also lucky. Okay, so how do we get in here? Red. Follow the red ones. So that one. That one. Yeah, the doors are color-coded. And now we have access to 3. Items in there to the... How many cables is that? That's 4. And so I need to unlock this one, which is orange. Orange. I said orange then, and George burst through the door like the Kool-Aid man. That's orange. No. That one's orange. George, where's the other orange one? I'm getting confused. Blue, blue. Want a kiss? Is that what you want? Is that why you're here? Do you want a kiss? Or do you just want food, don't you? 1 second, Weege. Do not rub your head on that muff. How to color? I'm assuming that there's a colorblind saying. Flip the last card. We've officially done it. Come over here a sec. We're flipping the last card. 3 of diamonds. Red. So in theory, if the game is working correctly, if I do another card pull, the deck will be reset. What are you doing? Sanguine wins 100k. Sanguine gets 100 channel points. What are you doing? Yes, you yell. You tell chat how you're feeling. It's time for treats, because George will not leave me alone otherwise. Also, there is an ad any second. Come over here. Put some music on, because it's weird when it's quiet. Sit down. Do not give me the paw while you're stood up. Everybody knows you're adorable. You don't need to be doing that. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Do this. See that? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Jura. Dun, 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 dun. Just feeding my son, Jura. There it goes. Okay, George, let's do this. We have to resolve some aspect of the story today. We needed to at least do this puzzle. Blue. Where does yellow go? Blue is that door, so we need one. Blue. Blue. Missed my orange. Yeah. Think you'll get another orange cat? What are you looking at? Yeah. You gonna sit? You gonna be a good boy or just gonna yell at me? That's your own ass you're smelling. That's where you sit on my desk. That's why you can smell a cat there. Probably someday. I've never been without one for more than a couple of years. Fair enough. Don't rush it. You know, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that, but don't rush it. A cat is not just for Christmas, it's for sandwiches on Boxing Day. Gonna go to bed soon, night, Chim. Thank you for popping in, Sanguine. Hope to see you again soon. We did it!
Reminder, the law of three also applies to all faucets within the oldest house. Be mindful and don't cause any aquatic misconduct. Thank you for your attention.
George doesn't want any water, Jura, if you're still here. I offered, but he won't hydrate. That's your next challenge. You have to start hydrating the cat. You going? He's gone. Let's just take this, because why else would this be here? I don't want to concern anybody, but I immediately lost my light by throwing it at somebody. Did it go down the hole? It did go down the hole. Banter, if you're still here, that's one of the examples of things that can randomly happen. You know, you asked about how often the, you know, we discussed earlier how often the disco can happen automatically. One of the other things that happens on a loop is that message that's just played in chat. Feeling cooped up, take a pecking break and indulge in some extra self-care. Get it? Extra, because I'm a chicken. Okay, so what we're gonna do... is we're gonna mute this ad. And we're going to wrap up there because we're finishing at that's a good stopping point before we go into whatever's in that big ominous room. Look, there's a big ominous room and that's where we're about to go. And if that's not a fight room, I don't know what is. Like, grander scheme of things, we've whizzed quite quickly through this section. I'm pointing and you can't see my finger. It's completely irrelevant. So I'm assuming if I come back tomorrow and I'm that little bit extra focused, we could probably whiz through the rest of this section and the rest one, as long as I get started soon enough. But maybe I'll plan to go for 3 hours until midnight tomorrow, but I'm not doing that tonight. It's already gone 11. Okay, everybody, Thank you for coming back and joining me for Alan Wake 1.5. I played Control. I explained this at the beginning of stream. I played Control on stream, having failed to do it previously after loving Alan Wake 2 so much. Having come back to this and been able to do the DLC finally, because when I bought Control initially, it was because of the DLC, and I just couldn't make it through the vanilla game. Absolutely brilliant game. I'm so glad that I've stuck with it. I took those 2 weeks off partway through, and I was really scared. I was really afraid that I wasn't going to get my brain back into the mindset of playing Control. But it's not a long game, but the entire Remedy video game universe gets me. It just gets me. It's got everything that I could possibly ever want from a video game franchise. It's mysterious. It's got haunted fridges. I like fridges. Okay, let's do... And ducks. Yes, I've not seen the ducks. So, like, all cards on the table. The vibe is good. The vibe is good. All cards on the table. I'm saving this for a rainy day. I've got Langston's Runaways as a quest that I've not done off stream. Cleanse and contain the flamingo. Cleanse and contain the mannequin. Cleanse and contain the rubber duck. I will be leaving that to do on stream. You are not going to miss the rubber duck. But in the meantime, we are going to concentrate on Alan Wake for the next few streams of this game. Chat, you know what's about to happen. I don't really need to tell you this at this point, but I'm so glad... Actually, no, I do need to tell you this, what I'm talking about. I'm so glad you exist, chat. Thank you for joining me for Control. I am so, like, fanboy-y over the entire... I need to turn this off now. That's too much to be talking on serious subjects. I'm so fanboy over Alan Wake and Control, and just this the entire aesthetic of this game and the franchises and everything, and just the of the characters, and I love it so much, and I'm just ecstatically happy when I'm sharing it with people. So I'm glad you exist, chat. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. Alan Wake 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So to be able to come back to Control and actually successfully stick with the playthrough and share it with you as well has been real good. It's not knocking Alan Wake 2 off the top spot, but Jeff's kiss. I also want you to know that I'm super proud of you. You've basically made it through Monday. It is 11 p.m. in the UK, so you're getting up, or if not, have already ended your day. Your working day, especially if you're in my chat. Is anybody still at work? I don't think anybody in chat's going to still be at work at this time of night. I'm proud of you. You've made it through Monday. It's now downhill till Friday. And you know what happens next week, chat? I'm off on holiday for an entire week. I don't have to work for an entire week. There's going to be streaming. There's going to be lots of opportunities to theoretically see me, at all times of the day. It's going to be crazy. I'm not sure what days I'll be streaming next week in terms of I'll just have a lot more free time. I know there's various things that I want to do around the house. Basically, I've got something to it's also Dolly's birthday. We're taking Dolly to get a tattoo. That's exciting as well. I'm looking forward to that. It's been a very long time since I sat in a room while somebody else was getting a tattoo. I think I've done it twice before in my life. Once was for Dolly. Another one was for a flatmate at uni. So we're going to see. We're going to see how that goes. I'm still wondering if one day I'm going to see somebody getting a tattoo and I'll be like, I'm going to get me one of those, because I'm not tattooed at all. We're going to tattoo our wedding rings, and that's the first tattoo that I'm ever going to have. Tattoo excite. So I'm very sensory, so I can't really wear rings. Get George right on the top of your head, the bald head. The difficulty, if I was 18 and dumb and liked being bald then, I would probably consider a head tattoo, on the understanding you can just grow your hair out, right, and they're not seen. But what do you do when you're an old person? What do you do when you're an old person? You've lost your hair. Chat, I'm proud of you. Life is difficult. Getting through every day is something to be proud of. If you've got up today, but all you've done is exist, that is all that's needed from our community. You don't have to watch my content. You don't need to be in chat. You don't even need to lurk in chat, though it is appreciated. What our community is about, what this main vibe, what this main thing I'm pushing right now is that I just want you guys to be okay. If my content can do that little something for you that sort of perks up your day a little bit, I'm really happy about that. And, there's always tomorrow in terms of the getting out of bed thing. And even if there's not, just take every day as it comes, continue to exist, because that's what's important. To me, anyway. Because I'm glad that you all exist. See, it loops back round. I'm proud of you for existing. I'm also glad that you exist because I'd miss you if you weren't there, because it is nice to talk to you in chat. It's a whole thing. I'm building up a concept. We're going to whiz through Fucksgiving because I'm running very quickly out of time before the next ad plays. No, I've got one more snooze. Okay, I've bought myself 4 minutes. Fucksgiving. If you give a fuck about anything, big or small, social issues, the new McDonald's sandwich, type it in chat. You don't have to give that much detail. I just want to, like, if you're particularly in love with something, your husband, maybe, do you give a fuck? We're always coming back to husband, Seedlet. I'm really sorry. I don't do it intentionally. If you give a fuck about your husband, Seedlet, type it in chat. I give a fuck about bees. Bees are important. Bees are important. If the bees weren't around, we'd all die. That is actually not an over-exaggeration. Be good to bees. I give a fuck about bees too. I think that will be. We're gonna high five through the internet, and we're gonna both get. Look, your hand is up here and my hand is up there, and we're gonna go, yay bees. Chimken compliments himself. Oh, you know what? Chimken compliments himself. I don't want to get drawn into a conversation like this, but I did post my epiphany about subathons in the Discord today. Basically, Fanto, because you're not in the Discord yet, there's this thing on Twitch that people do called subathons, and it is an event where the streamer makes a bunch of rewards. So if I get 10 subscriptions one day, it'll unlock one reward, and if I get 20 subscriptions, it'll unlock a second reward and a third reward, and so on. And it's not my energy, it's not my vibe. So basically, in the Discord today, which is only relevant for people in the Discord, but in the grander scheme of things, I'm stating now live in a stream, I'm not about subathons. I've been racking my brain over what I can do for my 2-year anniversary, which is coming up in the very beginning of September, and it's not going to be a subathon, to the point that I don't think I'm ever going to do a subathon. It just doesn't sit right with me for some reason, and when I say this, there is no judgment for any other content creator that does the subathon model when it comes to big events, but I'm much more satisfied when it comes to like marking special things. Like we did the hot chicken strip, we did the spice, the hot sauce stream that was just completely random. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. We did the 24-hour stream. We did the charity stream. I just want to stick to things like that. I don't want to push it too far in terms of like I don't do this for the money, and I don't want to sort of squeeze my audience in that sense. So you will not. Charity streams are cool. You will not get a subathon from me when it comes to special events. And I'm sort of like, I need to like get that engraved on something. No subathons here. And I get why they're useful from a marketing perspective, and there isn't, like, I'm just saying, there's no judgment if you're a content creator and do them, but when I went into 2024, it was about chasing endorphins while streaming. It was about me feeling, after all the stuff that happened at the end of 2023, I wanted to look at my content and go, wow, that's great. Or I wanted to sit down before streaming and go, okay, I'm going to do this and it's going to be great. I want to do this. It's not just doing it for the sake of doing it. I don't want subathons. It just doesn't fit with me. Ox, we're just wrapping up. I'm going to raid out. If you would like to type fuck cancer in chat, like I've just alluded to, my partner and I, DollyWhiskers, lost somebody very important to us at the end of 2023 to cancer. If you would like to type fuck cancer in chat, you will not be penalized by the auto mod. You will not be punished in any way. It is a vibe that we are putting out on the internet. Ox, I will be back tomorrow, 2 hours ago, 7 p.m. UK time. Fuck cancer. Let's find somebody to raid. Thank you for helping me do weird shit on the internet as always. Oh, that was a lot of words really quickly. Who is live right now? Can I make a suggestion? You may. Lou. I'll have a very quick look at their profile. They're up there in terms of
The follow count's too high, Shadows. I like to throw at people. I like to throw at people with fewer subs than that. Fewer concurrent views, if that makes sense. Support your small streamers. Bats is on. I've raided Bats recently. I need to pick somebody different. We're going to raid Royce G Gaming. They're playing Resident Evil 4. Or are we raiding that Kenny guy? Because we've not raided Kenny in a while either. I hate this bit. I freaking hate this bit. It makes me second guess myself. We're going to raid that Kenny guy. They're playing Elden Ring. I finished that now so I can watch content with Elden Ring in it again. It's super duper exciting. We're going to raid that Kenny guy. Give me 5 seconds to get into my own stream so I can go along with the raid. Everybody, I'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. UTC +1. If you want to watch me like feel my way through some more Alan Wake 1.5, i.e. Control, I'll be back. We will be our usual energetic self, but we'll do our best. You know, thanks for the stream. No, Evil Seedlit. Thanks for you being a mod, because you're a mod now. And you know what that means, Evil Seedlit? You can never complain when I do this, because what this is effectively like just you're basically a member of staff now, so I can just be like, go follow Evil Seedlit. They're a mod. They also stream sometimes. They're great. If any of my other mods streamed, I would do the same. So yeah, just do it. I freaking go follow Evil Seedlit. They're good people. I say a lot of slightly questionable things about their husband, and they're always a good sport. Start raid. I'll see you tomorrow. Great dreams, everybody. Drink a glass of water, hug a loved one, sniff a beloved family animal, eat a snack. Just take care of yourselves until tomorrow. I'll see you around.